for instance, used to come up with some great things. On one occasion I heard him say, "The pendulum has swung full circle." And this was the exact quote of a question he asked. He said, "Has there ever been any link between asbestos and asbestos-linked diseases?" Yes, Jimmy, there has. And he also said this quote, "A lot of actresses have complained that as they get older, the parts dry up." And then sports too is full of stuff. For instance, this was one guy who said this quote. Oh, it was this I think was Ron Atkinson said, "Well, Clive, it all depends on the two M's, movement and positioning." And this was the boat race. One year, in fact, they nearly had to cancel the boat race because the course was waterlogged. But on this particular occasion, they went ahead. And the guy on the radio said, this is his commentary, and he said, "And what a gesture! The wife of the Cambridge president is kissing the cocks of the Oxford Brothers." Love it all, don't you? Love it. Last summer, when I was playing cricket for the Lord's Taverners and so on, we were getting changed to get ready, and I noticed the guy next to me was wearing a panty girdle. And I said to him, "How long have you been wearing a panty girdle?" And he said, "Ever since my wife found one in the glove compartment of our car." And this was Terry Venable's quote. "I felt a lump in my throat as the ball went in." Painful stuff. And Dennis, talking of cricket and golf particularly, Dennis Thatcher, the former husband of Margaret Thatcher, obviously, but Dennis Thatcher was mad keen on golf. That was his passion. And he said to me, "Well, at least I hit 2 good balls today. I trod on a rake." And I remember one person we discovered in America, I hadn't realised, but there was a guy called Ed Sullivan, who was the host of a Sunday night show, which is rather like Sunday Night on London Palladium or whatever. And he was the host and he owned the show, but he also insisted on doing all the introductions. And he may have been a good booker, but he was a terrible, terrible performer on the stage and so on, just hopeless. And I remember first time I watched the show, he said, "And now, ladies and gentlemen, here they are, 3 young ladies from Detroit, the Supremes. Tell me, girls, where are you from?" I mean, what do you say? And then there was an occasion when Jack Jones was on, the singer Jack Jones, and the rehearsal, there was always a rehearsal at 4 o'clock, and then with an audience, but then a different audience obviously for the live show at 8 o'clock in the evening. And Jack Jones sang his song, and at the end of it, Ed went. Now that was one of the accolades in American show business, that Ed Sullivan had loved your song so much that he beckoned you over. So that was a real accolade and so on. Actually, Ed Sullivan once did it with Jose Feliciano, and there was and there was a long pause before anything happened, and someone got him over and so on. And then, even worse, Ed Sullivan goes on and says, "Well, Jose, you've really overcome your handicaps. You're not only blind, you're Puerto Rican." Thousands of letters from Puerto Rico. I think they're still coming in to this day. And anyway, on this occasion he beckoned Jack Jones over and said to Jack Jones, "Wasn't Alan Jones your father?" And Jack said, "He still is." And after the rehearsal, Ed said, "That was marvellous, let's keep that in tonight." And Jack said, "Okay, it's your show, I'm in." So Jack sings his song live that night, and Ed beckons him over and says, "Is Alan Jones still your father?"